What is going on, my peoples? Welcome back to the channel. And today, 24 hours checking my phone to see if Sideshow updated their website. They finally did, and we have the 3 gauntlets up for pre-order. There should have been 4. There's a 4th gauntlet, and it's the Hulk 1-to-1 scale, but they're not showing us that one yet. I don't know if that one is gonna be sold ever, or it's not gonna come to America, or I don't know what the hell is going on with that gauntlet, but it has been shown over there in Hong Kong, but we don't have it up for pre-order yet. We still have the other 3, and we're gonna be taking a look at those. When I saw this gauntlet that we have here, the movie promo edition, I was just I didn't know what to think about this, because this gauntlet and the 1-to-1 scale, they don't look alike. I mean, obviously they look alike, but they're not exactly the same. And I'm like, where this gauntlet finds its place on this movie? Why do we have 2 different gauntlets? And my thought was that because in the movie Iron Man never wears he never wore the gauntlet. He actually stole the gems from Thanos, and his own suit used it as the gauntlet, right? He used the suit as the gauntlet. So I was thinking that the other gauntlet, the 1-to-1 replica, which is the exact same that he builds, is the one that Hulk uses, and then, but this one right here would have been a replica of his hand, right? But that is not the case. By the Hot Toys description, this is an early concept of how the gauntlet was going to look, and apparently that was discarded, and now we have the more cleaner look that we're gonna see in a bit. But yeah, this is what it's representing. I'm dying to see how the actual replacement hand for the Tony Stark Mark 85 is going to look like, to see if it's going to be looking a little more than this, or it's going to be looking a little more than the 1-to-1 replica. I think it would make sense if it doesn't look like the one that he built, because that is like a separate piece and not his suit. It would have been better if it looked a little bit more different, something like this. I would be fine with it, but either way, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna look amazing. So coming onto this gauntlet itself, we have a very intricate design, which I really like, standing at 7.48 inches tall. Really cool. This time around, they have included articulated fingers, and even though such a small scale, this is a quarter scale, you can see all the details in the gauntlet, and the paint job they have done is amazing, as everything Hot Toys always does. We are just very pampered by them with the paint applications. So yeah, it has the pulsating light effects, and it also has like the always on light effect, just like the Infinity Gauntlet. And it has articulated finger this time around. Really cool. You can kind of make a fist with it, as you can see here, but you can pose it on different poses, as you can see with the fingers here. This is a completely open palm. I like this pose. Really cool. It's just like a resting hand. That would be cool to pose it like that. Very nice. And you can kind of make a fist with it, but it's not working completely. All throughout this minuscule gauntlet, you can see details. Well, they used to do 1/6 scale, so a 1/4 scale is a walk in the park for them when it comes to details. But yeah, this gauntlet is really detailed. I really like the design. I'm really sad that this is not the one they use in the movie, because I like this one. I like this design better, especially when it comes to the inside here. It's very intricate. The other one is very sleek looking, which I also like a lot, and I think it's more proper. The other one they use is more sleek, more solemn. This is more robotic and cybernetic, but that's kind of like my thing, and that's why I like this one better. But really cool. And this is going to be coming on the package, just the stand and the gauntlet. This is the 1/4 scale movie promo edition. Really nice. They also announced the Hulk version, And this is another beast. This is another one of my favorite ones. Really, really cool. The gauntlet, he built a gauntlet for like a regular human being, but when Hulk was going to use it, it completely expand to the gauntlet that you see here. And so Hulk was able to wear it that way. And that was really, really amazing. This gauntlet, since it's Hulk size, is 8.66 inches tall. And if you're really good at math, now you know you can do some calculations, and you can know how tall is Hulk in the movie. If you're that smart, please let me know. I would be really interested to know how tall was he on this movie, because he's certainly shorter than before. Maybe we can just take a shortcut and Google how tall he was in the movie. It will show up somewhere online. I'm gonna Google that in a bit. So, going back to the gauntlet, you can see the inside. You can see how it has much more silver here, because it expands to fit his hand, right? And you can see the amount of detail on the palm of the hand, the inside of the fingers. Really, really cool. You can also see the articulations here, the points where he's going to be articulating. Really, really cool, because this gauntlet, it also articulates, as you guys can see. The lights also have the same feature. You can have them on like all the time, or you can have a pulsating effect, which is really, really neat. Like he is demonstrating the articulated finger here, and the amount of detail on this little tiny pieces is staggering as always. Really, really cool. So again, everything you're gonna be seeing on the box is just the stand and the gauntlet. Really, really cool. The other one they're selling right now is the one. This is an exact replica of the gauntlet that Tony Stark built and put the gems on, and then it expanded to fit Hulk's hand, and it looks beautiful. It looks, the paint job on this is just amazing. It just looks like a Ferrari. Really, really, really good job. Sadly, this gauntlet does not articulate, and it's gonna be a fixed pose just like the Infinity Gauntlet, and that's a little sad, but at the same time it's a pretty big piece, and articulating it could have been a little bit more complicated, cranking up the price, and at the same time you can find some paint rub, and you don't want that on your really high-end collectible, so they went with a fixed pose. And at the same time, in order for you to implement articulation, you need to take some steps that will be distracting from the overall look of the gauntlet itself. So this fix, even though many of us would prefer that articulate, it is giving us a more accurate representation of how it looked in the movie, and it looked amazing in the movie. And this one right here, it's gonna look amazing as well, for what I can see. This is how tall it's gonna be compared to a Mark 85. Really, really neat. If you can see the back of the hand of the Mark 85, it does not look like this gauntlet at all. So yeah, I'm really, really curious to see how it's gonna look on the replacement arm that we're supposed to be getting with this figure. And this one is standing at 20 inches tall. Really, really cool. Remember, this is a 1-to-1 scale, but it's human scale. So if you look at your hand, if you're not really, really tall, and if you're not really, really short, that's gonna be about the size of your hand, right? Like over your hand, so it's slightly bigger than your hand. So really, really neat. This one comes with the same light features. The other two were battery power. This one's gonna be power with an AC adapter, and it's gonna have the pulsating lights, and also it's going to have like the regular always on light, which is really, really neat and expected from Hot Toys. You can see the palm of the hand here, a lot less silver, more reddish, because it hasn't expanded yet. And yeah, really, really cool. So, and this is a picture with all three gauntlets that we're getting now, compared to the big gigantic gauntlet that Thanos was wearing. And you can see the difference in height. It is it is tremendous difference. But so is the price, so that is a good thing that we are getting slightly shorter gauntlet this time around. And we're going to be taking a look at that. So the first Infinity Gauntlet quarter scale that we got, it was going for $99. And then the second one is just a exact repaint of the same base, same everything, going for the same price. So the movie promo edition is going for $20 more, which if you take into account that the added articulation now, is that worth $20? But at the same time, this is a smaller gauntlet than the other one. So I don't know how much you waive having articulation in a smaller piece but a higher price. So I think these pieces are really priced. This is half of a Hot Toy right here, and it's just a gauntlet. So this is really overpriced for me. But yeah, same with this one. This is slightly bigger, obviously, because it's the Hulk. It's a quarter scale. So it's going for $140, but it's the same. It's just a gauntlet, and it's just a hand. It's just a hand. Imagine that you're missing the rest of the entire figure here. You're missing the rest of the entire figure, and I'm charging you half the price. So yeah, it is a quarter scale, obviously. That's another thing. It's not a 1/6 scale, but same. I think it's still a bit steep, in my opinion. And this one being the biggest one, I think it's not that bad. I think it's not that bad. It would be really neat if it would have been diecast. For diecast, I would justify the price big time, but it's not diecast, and you cannot wear it, just in case that you were wondering. But at the same time, I think it's a fair price. It's not that bad. I mean, if you really want this on your collection, I don't think it's I think it's a piece that is going to stand out. Not so much if you're a Hot Toys collector, but if you're like if you have like statues, this is going to stand out on your collection pretty big time. And I see a bunch of statues collector, they're going to be getting this glove, this gauntlet, this nano gauntlet. They're going to be getting for sure, no doubt. And this is the other one was going for $930. So you can tell the price difference is very big, yet when it comes to the height difference, it's not that big. So 930 versus 300, it's almost 3 times the price. It's certainly more than twice the price, yet it's not twice the size. So yeah, I think this is the best one price out of them all, and it's the, obviously since it's bigger, it's the best looking one. It's a 1-to-1 scale with the regular human hand. I think it looks beautiful. The paint application, the detail on the fingers, everywhere, it just looks amazing. And if you're willing to sacrifice one of your beloved 1/6 scale Hot Toys in order to get this, I would say good for you. That is going to be great, and it's going to look great. If you can find a place for this guy on your desk or somewhere, I think it's going to be a great purchase, and it's not a bad price. So yeah, guys, that's what I think about these 3 gauntlets. I think this is the best one in my opinion. And what do you guys think? Are you all gonna skip them all? You're gonna get one of the tiny ones because they're cheaper, or are you gonna wait for the Hulk one? What the hell is going on with the Hulk one? Do you guys know about it? Please let me know in the comments below. I want to know from you guys. So don't be a stranger on the channel. Be around.